Wait, we can. We're still not live. We are live whenever I hit the button. Yes.
Hold for daddy's fingers.
Just to be clear, we are recording on OBS though, so that is being heard.
Watching Danny just like computer twitch out is the most satisfying thing right now. Oh my goodness, I need this. Please record all of this video.
Why is it going like that?
Can we turn this into a GIF, please?
Why is it working so well?
It's working perfectly.
It's so scary.
This is the only thing more terrifying than Danny in real life.
Oh my god.
Imagine if I could do this for real life.
Okay. We're starting off strong. Should I hit play? I'm just gonna... Oh, that's it.
That's the question.
What's happening?
Starting off strong.
I think so. Could these issues be worse than the issues we're seeing with Danny's visual right now?
Did Justin just go black for anyone else? Okay.
You're coming through fine on my stream. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Once Justin goes black, he can go wherever he wants. I'll give you as many moments as you need.
Figuring out.
I just want footage of Danny like this forever. I just want an infinite reel of Danny twitching.
That's what my life is, so.
Your life is just one long movie of you twitching.
Oh.
I have lost Justin's feed.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the little recording.
Yeah, until Justin comes back, maybe we should go back to our... I don't know if we have like a technical difficulties thing.
We'll be right back after this quick message. Okay, it's stopped.
After a message from our sponsors.
While we wait for that, as much fun as I'm having with this, Danny, maybe you should try refreshing Riverside at the very least and see if it stops.
Wait, let me actually... Here, I'm going to go...
It's a great suggestion, Johnny. I just wanted to make sure we got some of it recorded on video.
Yeah.
It is.
Good. Very good.
Yeah. One thing I recommend too, if you don't already do this, and you may already do this, but I would say like anything that you don't need that might be using the internet in the background, shut down while you're recording. It helps with the everything.
That's why I murder my neighbors.
I'm on your own device, not...
I just realized the recording isn't going to have any of this audio either. So Justin is he is inside of NVIDIA or Video Ninja.
Yeah, I think he was just because he wasn't recording on Riverside, so he's trying to figure out what's going on. And
the thing that I'm worried about is that I hope his link isn't different.
His link?
But I can't check it because I'm streaming.
Why would what do you mean his link?
His link in Video Ninja.
Why would it be different?
I don't know. I just realized
it
probably isn't the same, even if it's in the same room, because I think it generates a unique string for every participant.
Slight choppiness, but not the same.
Yeah,
Danny.
I mean, if he's unless you're seeing some sort of issue on,
I can't check on the stream because if I switch scenes.
Yeah. Can you check it in OBS and stuff, though? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I see him just sitting there looking on the Video Ninja.
Hello, can you hear me?
He is back.
Yeah, refreshing didn't fix it.
I can.
Yeah. Justin, maybe turn off your video in Riverside?
Yeah, I'll keep
it. I rely pretty heavily on visual cues for a lot of our stuff personally.
Well, you can.
I should.
You can look at.
I quit out of
what's going on my camera,
and I switched back to.
Well, maybe it's not too far
Wi-Fi.
behind.
It could have just been Foundry that was fucking things up. So,
yeah, that's why I stopped using it
to
pen and paper because it was always.
Maybe.
Yeah, we lost Danny's ability to stay normal again.
Did we go to like
one of his
be
eyes
back in a
just
minute?
twitched, not even both.
Perfect.
That was
perfect.
terrifying.
Sweet. You're on it.
We went to standby.
Cool. Well, I think I'm
we'll
good.
Back.
So
I don't know what's going on my camera. It's not doing this on the Elgato app. But...
So here's what I would say, maybe Danny. Is your laptop right in front of you?
Yeah, try to use the laptop camera.
I'm wondering if maybe it's pulling because you're pulling the video feed to two separate places. If it might be the Video Ninja Riverside thing. If you refresh both, but come back
and
into
then
Riverside
that's
using
smart.
your webcam instead of like
That's
your
smart.
default webcam
That's smart.
instead of your good one, and just reserve the good one for the stream.
Wow. People here with all their brains. It
You
makes
have
me
brains too, Steve.
angry.
It's just like 2 a.m. for you. That's all.
Oh, thanks, Johnny. So, Justin,
I-
have I used
yeah,
the line?
yeah,
I
I
don't
think
like
so.
these
Yeah,
meetings.
yeah.
I think I did
That was-
in the
I'm-
first episode
I'm not
after
gonna
being
lie,
dragged into that
that was
first
one of the
consultation.
funniest.
Okay, cool.
That
Very
was
cool.
hilarious.
Just want to
That
make sure I
was-
haven't.
Such good timing. It's like because they were like, Carlton, what do you think? I don't like these meetings.
It was.
Okay.
Hey, Danny. Good.
Yeah, you're not glitching.
Pretty immediately, it seems like Danny's URL is the same. I hope it is. I won't find out until we switch to
Okay.
gameplay.
Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You ready? I'm gonna
And we're back. So sorry for the technical difficulties. Welcome to the world of showbiz. That's showbiz, baby.
Welcome to the world of showbiz,
It's
folks.
just us. It's us. It's us.
Yeah, we don't have any
Blame us.
producers here, so there's no one we can blame either.
Yep.
It's just
As I was saying,
Literally
Five
just
knuckleheads
we
trying to
recorded
feel our way
3
through the dark.
episodes of The Professionals, our Scum and Villainy actual play. Episodes 2 and 3 somehow lost huge chunks of audio for multiple people in here. It was very frustrating. As I was going to edit it, I was realizing, oh, this isn't, there's like huge chunks that aren't going to make any sense. So we made the decision that we were just going to act as though those 2 episodes never happened. And that is what we are going to do. So while tonight we had thought about this is going to be the 4th episode of Scum and Villainy, we're going to go back in time. This is the 2nd episode of The Professionals, our Scum and Villainy actual play. We met our crew last episode. We met Leto Bartok, the speaker, a mysterious person with a pack.
I'm Steve Durgan, pronouns he, him. If I had to take someone out to dinner and then immediately murder them, I'd have to find kind of the nexus of like interesting to talk to, but utterly dispensable. And so for that, I'm thinking maybe Tom Cruise. Sorry if I offend anybody.
well,
Can you
that's
commit
pretty
to
fair.
at least waiting until they finish the Mission Impossible series?
I would totally be open to that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I think so there's another one that's like a part 2 of what came out this summer that's coming out next year, and I think they're planning one more from what I heard. And then they might like pass the baton or end it completely. Some of them are more than guilty pleasure movies, man. Some of them are good.
Yeah.
Some
Oh,
of them are
totally.
good movies.
Totally. I also feel like he'd be open to being killed because of how many times he's risked his life for stunts. So maybe that could be the mode of ending.
It depends. It depends on how much he's been able to spread the good news of Scientology at
That's
that
right.
point in his life.
That's right. I'm sure we'd talk about that a little bit whether I want to or not. So
Yeah, he'd be real concerned about your thetan levels.
you know more than I do. I can tell that.
Who's
Well, I
the
watched
head
the
of
South
the
Park episode.
Scientologist church?
David
Hartman.
Miscavige.
Oh, okay.
Is that his name?
It was started by L. Ron Hubbard. If that's what you're
Right. No. Nah, David.
my
Gunn.
cat is- Yeah. Okay. I'll go next. So what are we saying? I don't remember. What are we supposed to... I'm Johnny. I'm playing Leto Bartok. I am he, him, and so is my character. And I would be so honored to be able to kill and maybe not even eat dinner before I kill Elon Musk. I will suffer through dinner. I will suffer through dinner with Elon Musk.
Rough.
It's okay. He won't say much.
I'm really taking
Good
one
luck,
for the global community here.
You know what? And we appreciate that. We really do. Thank you.
Mine's kind of similar to Johnny's. It's kind of going along the same grain.
Well, Danny's going. He's got it.
I'll go. I'm Danny. He, him, as well as my character. Also he, him, Havoc. That's crazy. I just had like a total brain fart, and Justin left because he's disappointed in me.
He's kind of here. We can't hear him, but his video is still on feed.
Okay.
So just finish talking.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's kind of the same idea as Johnny's, but my reason is I want to say Jeff Bezos because he's paying for dinner.
Oh, for sure.
You know, he probably isn't.
Yeah, that's the thing. With some of those like
Realistically,
ultra rich people,
the thing
you
is-
never know.
I'll tell him about what's happening afterwards, so he'll be forced to pay for it.
Wouldn't he not want to go if he?
Yeah.
We didn't
Come
talk
to
about
dinner
those
with me.
logistics.
And I'll kill you. You have to pay.
It's according to
use
Justin,
by the
this is happening no matter what. So
it's true. I guess. I guess. Yeah. I didn't say who was paying for the dinner. Yeah.
I
You
guess
could
the question
totally
then becomes
threaten
like, for
and then
you
kill.
and I, Danny, where are we taking these billionaires if they refuse to pay for dinner?
That's the best question.
no, Boston Market.
Oh, that's fun.
I'm going to a Sonic drive-in, and he's only allowed to get the worst smoothie.
It's any of the smoothies.
You can order anything off of the dollar menu, Mr. Musk.
That's a nice
Man.
insult for like his ending, you know?
Mr.
It's really just one person, right? And they have to already be alive, I'm assuming. Like, I can't bring someone back just to kill him.
You know what, Nick? In this stupid question I just came up with as we were recording this, please necromance
saying they
someone
have
back
to
to
be-
life. Oh, okay, all right, never mind.
I like saying they have to be alive because it's a little too. Because then you could,
Anyway, okay, all right. We've all
yeah.
named people alive. All right.
Yeah, I should stick with the established parameters. Man.
What?
Oh, I'm Nick Coplin, by the way. He, him. My character Gears is also he, him. I think both Gears and I would. Man, I don't want to say the same thing, but like Jeff Bezos is like a great option.
It's a pretty good option.
Elon Musk is also pretty good.
You guys could do like a double date.
Oh,
Well, just like
cute.
a 2-on-1 date. 2-on-1 date and murder.
2-on-1, and then we share the murder.
Well, you could
You bring
you could
Musk,
bring
I'll
Zuck,
bring
and we could
Bezos.
cover the whole.
Oh, yes, double date. I forgot about the Zuckster. All right,
I forgot about this.
get Zuckster up there. It's also difficult because like I'd like to say the Koch brothers, but that's two.
Yeah,
Technically.
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
But,
But
like,
you know, it's going to be a big dent if the three of us just 1, 2, 3 punch the 3 richest people in the country. Just,
fair.
Breaking news.
you know, here's the.
And also, as a sub note to the article that like 3 of the richest men alive died, Tom Cruise also died. Whoa,
going out
Tom
to
Cruise
dinner
also
with.
part of the same murder plan.
Scientology is rolling.
I did not expect Tom Cruise to be the least notable person
Yeah.
in the article, but I agree.
Oh,
Justin,
that
did you
is-
give your answer?
I didn't. As is tradition, I often ask you these questions and have not thought of my answer to these questions at all.
Nice.
And if it wasn't clear, this is what happens when I oftentimes have some sort of banter question up top. I didn't. That was off the top of my head,
Right off the dome.
right off the dome.
You should stop
That
preparing
felt
banter
like-
questions because this was
To be
gold.
fair.
The person that came to mind immediately, I don't remember his full name. It's that pharmaceutical CEO, Martin Shkreli. Yes.
Yeah.
Shkreli. I would love to just chew him out during dinner and then murder him. I think that would be really cathartic, I think.
That's fair.
You know, I think
That's good.
based on everyone except for maybe Steve's answers, the question could be reframed as when it's time to eat the rich, which rich do you want to eat?
Yeah. I mean,
You gotta
You're
wine and dine
Tom
him
Cruise
first,
is
though.
just a peon in their game.
Hey, that's like the face of Scientology you're talking about.
great. Well, if it wasn't clear, we're all socialists.
Idiots.
Idiot
Oh.
socialists.
Socialist idiots, idiot socialists.
Rename this
What are you talking about?
podcast.
Idiot
to
socialists.
Idiot socialists.
Idiot socialists. That's a pretty good name, actually.
That's our offshoot.
I am very excited to get into, probably killing some rich in Scum and Villainy. I'd be surprised if some rich are not killed and eaten at some point during this campaign. In fact, I demand it.
Oh, he's the game master, everyone. As we gotta do it.
I'm kind of excited actually for this. Johnny and I were saying the same thing right before we recorded, that we're kind of excited to go back a little bit. It is not going to be the exact same episode. Like, we're not going to try and do that. We're not going to be like, you didn't do that last time.
Improv is improv.
We are going to start it as if those never happened. So we met the crew. They were just getting to Warren off of a mission, dropped some cargo off, went their separate ways. 3 jobs were presented to you. One was a job by the Bornico Syndicate. They reached out to their ex-member Havocplex and asked him to smuggle some nanobots into a medical symposium on top of in a Concordiant Knight ship above Warren. They were then to take those nanobots and inject them into Dr. Lorraine Young, who is a personal doctor of House Malcleath, which is the house in charge of this entire system and sector. You also were given the option to work for the Acolytes of Brash Kadesh. They wanted you to go to Nightfall, I believe is what I said. Or was it? Yeah, it was Nightfall. Yep. They wanted you to go to Nightfall. And there were rumors that Yaru, the Makers Guild, created an illegal clone of Governor Malcleath himself. They wanted you to investigate this rumor, see if it's true, and if so, bring back that person to them.
Yeah, I liked them. I thought Oshkod was one hell of a collective.
Oshkod's cool. Oshkod's cool.
It really made the whole one mind, multiple bodies thing seem
yeah, fun stuff.
Just sounds like a place in Wisconsin.
It does. I can't deny that.
It does. I guess
They make great children's overalls.
Yeah. Huh.
Oshkosh Bagosh?
Oshkod Bagosh.
Oshkosh Bagosh.
And then your last job was the Sun Eaters had found out that a certain pirate from the Wreckers had touched a artifact and had they wanted to know what this artifact was, if it gave this pirate any knowledge, any powers, anything like that. And so you were to surveil this pirate and report back to who they were trying to sell this information to. Ultimately, though, you guys chose to do the job for the Bornico Syndicate. So Lido Bartok reached out to his friend, his friend, the female doctor, Carrie. And Dr. Carrie.
Doc, please. That is so chauvinistic.
The lady doctor.
He's gotta correct his internal bias.
I'm saying that because all of the first episode, and we kept calling Dr. Carrie a guy, and right before this, John was like, actually, in my notes, Dr. Carrie is a woman. And I was like, okay, I will not do that again. So that was more for me to remember that Dr. Carrie is a woman. I believe the women can be doctors.
Oh, now Justin says it's okay. Okay.
Oh, man. Darn it. Hashtag cancel Dustfire Media.
Hey, cancel yourself, man. I'm not canceled.
He also doesn't believe women can be doctors.
It's
It's a real confusing place Steve lives in.
So you reached out to Dr. Carey. She snuck you onto this medical symposium that was happening on the Concordiant Knight ship. As you got in, Leto Bartok ran into a Concordiant Knight, a security member that they had had run-ins before, Jasmine Barstow. And Jasmine, they convinced Jasmine to let them in. Part of that ploy, though, was offering up Gears as a piece of conquest for Jasmine. And Jasmine was into it. She was into it. And so
Gears is also into it.
yeah, Gears into it too. She let you in. And as immediately as you got in, Gears went to go inspect the nanobots just to learn a little bit more about them. And in that process, discovered that it was intended to basically surveil the person that it's injected into. Although, in the process, the tube, the housing that the nanobots were in, started to get compromised. So I've created a clock called Nanobots Compromised. It is 6 segments. There's one marked on it. And that is where we pick things up.
I'm a little foggy too. Am I correct in remembering that we kind of determined that the nanobots have to be injected? We can't like skirt that with like ingestion or something like that, right?
You never quite determined whether or not that was going to work.
Okay.
No.
All right. So we said better safe than sorry.
Yep.
Let's just inject just in case. That's right.
Mhm.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm not nervous. You're nervous.
Right.
I didn't say that.
I'm just trying to remember exactly where Lido was, what Lido was doing.
Lido had gone down.
You guys were still all kind of together,
No.
actually.
No, yeah,
Yep.
we were still together.
Yep.
Yeah, because
No
I
one
checked
had
the-
come-
We
It was-
just made it past the door people then?
You've just made it past the
Well,
door.
we're in
people.
our room, right?
Yes. I
No,
think you, no.
we're in our. If
Yeah.
we're in our room, we're not. If we're in our room, we're already like. Here's what it was. I remember now. I think Gears and Havoc were going to the room to get things set up. Well, Graves and I were going to go and talk to. We're going to go and try and pull the doctor.
No, we had gone to the
right?
room first with your doctor friend and talked it over.
Yes.
I don't remember that. But okay.
And then you guys left to go get the doctor we're after.
Yes.
And then
Yeah. You guys
Yeah,
hadn't. No
left,
one had.
so-
You guys hadn't split up yet. You're all still together.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's what happens when you have 3 episodes recorded and 2
I
of
know.
those episodes disappear.
I know. I know.
please bear with us, everyone.
Especially
Um,
because we recorded all of them back to back.
to back.
Yeah,
Back
so it
Mhm.
just feels like one giant blur. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So, are we all clear on what we're doing then?
I'm security.
Yes, very good, Graves. You're a very good security guard. Are the rest of us with some semblance of, anything going on upstairs, aware of what we're doing?
well, no, that felt very targeted. I don't quite know what we're doing, and now I feel bad about it.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm very confused right now about everything going
Alright.
on.
Here's what I say we do then. Gears, Havoc, you stay here, you hold down the fort, make sure that things are arranged so that when I bring the good doctor back here, we're ready to inject her. I'll talk to her, like a fan of some sort. I'll charm her back to the room, and we shall see if we can inject her when she's kind of unawares. All right?
That sounds like a plan. I guess.
Yeah. Graves, you'll accompany me as my footman, or hoofman, as the case may be.
Graves shrugs.
I'll
That
take
was
that.
a yes. If you,
Was it-
yeah,
was
it
it
was,
yes?
it was yes.
All right.
Go.
Let's go. All right. I start making my way down to the main floor.
Gears repackages the syringe, I guess, because it was like damaged in his attempting to examine it.
Yeah.
But Gears will also take out a small little robotic creature,
Oh.
a small drone,
Okay.
and sort of like ad hoc it together using his fine repair tools.
Amazing.
Very
Mhm.
very nice. And I will try to essentially attach the ejector to the drone so that it can be used as a delivery system.
Oh, I like that a lot. That drone is an item you have, yes?
Yes.
All right,
And I do have the load for it.
great. Go ahead and mark that load off.
Mhm.
Yeah, this sounds like an action roll to me. What are you thinking?
Yeah. So I also mentioned that I have the fine repair tools. That's also an item that I have.
Yep.
I'm thinking rig to put it all together.
Yeah. I like the rig a lot. I think it's a risky position. And I think it's a standard effect. think it's a standard effect. So if you can hit it, you can use this drone as an injector. Do you want to add any dice?
What did we decide that the fine items do?
Oh,
Does it just add a die? Or...
no, it'll actually increase the effect, so it'll be great effect.
Oh, cool. And this is just the effect of just whether or not, like, how well it's attached to the drone. Right?
Exactly.
It's not really...
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so then what was the next choice? I apologize.
No, you're good. Do you want to add any dice, either through assistance from Havoc or to push yourself Devil's Bargain or use one of your gambits?
I will push myself.
Okay.
Well,
Ooh.
yes. I'm not allowed to hear the Devil's Bargain before I choose,
absolutely can hear the Devil's Bargain.
right? Ooh, I'd like to hear the Devil's Bargain if you got one for me.
I can make you the Devil's Bargain. The Devil's Bargain is that you can take an extra die, but it will not be incredibly inconspicuous what you are doing. And the distance between your controller and the drone is very, very close. So you can use it as an injector very well, but they might see you doing it.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll take the stress. I want this to be as inconspicuous as possible.
Okay.
That
Good
gives me
choice.
3 dice.
Go ahead, roll that dice. Tell me what the highest result is.
6.
Hey, look at that. And you did not spend a gambit, so go ahead and add another gambit. I believe you have 3 gambit now. Wonderful. Well, Havoc, you watch as Gears spends a moment playing with the housing on these nanobots, and you see him create this little drone about the size of a penny or so, and it gets attached to the back, the vial does, and you can see that it's got this long proboscis that it can use to then fly on someone and attach and inject these nanobots into.
It's an adorable little robot there.
Thanks. I guess. We should
That's
probably
what
be
Havoc
ready
says.
to receive them.
Carrie?
What?
Carries back.
Sorry. Yep. So, sorry, what's the plan again?
Gears puts his hands in his hands. God, you're lucky. You're cute. Jeez. Okay. And then he explains the plan, but like as explaining it, it just cuts to Graves and Leto.
Yep. Carlton, you are walking behind Leto. When you get to like the main foyer area, there are a bunch of like medical people around, doctors, and you see another Randon. They are wearing a lab coat.
Wow.
And they're talking with other doctors.
I mean, there's no way to not notice another one of the Ramda.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm nearly 7 feet tall. And I'm assuming this other Ramda is sizable, at least compared to most humans.
Yeah, they're they are smaller though than a general Ramda. They're maybe like 6 feet, so they're taller than a lot of humans, but small for a Ramda.
I think that Graves will, while still staying kind of in step with Leto and trying not to break form as a security detail, just turns, which is always obvious with the Ramda because of their ram horns, and just sees if the scientist looks back at him.
Yes, they do. They give you a little nod, and they mouth the words, "Come find me later."
Graves also nods, and then continues to follow Leto.
Yeah, and I'm making a kind of a beeline for. I'm searching the crowd for the guest of honor, and I can't remember their name. Can you remind me of the
Dr. Lorraine Young.
Yes, thank you.
In this main area, where there are a number of people who are here for the symposium, you do not see Dr. Lorraine Young. You do, however, see another area
you gotta
off.
be quiet. Sorry.
No, it's all right. You do see another area off of the main area. There are about 6 Concordiant Knights in front of this small door entrance. And you see a line, not a huge line, but a small line of about 3 or 4 people in a line in front of the store. And they walk up and they flash a badge and then walk in. And as the door opens, you can see a number of other people behind this door in the smaller waiting area, almost like a VIP room. And you catch a glimpse of Dr. Lorraine Young in this VIP room.
And is there someone guarding the door, or is it just the
There are
lock?
6 Concordiant Knights, and they are
Okay.
standing very attentive, checking everything. They're checking, they make sure that the person has the badges, and they look at a clipboard, a hollow board, and make sure that it looks like that person as well too.
Did I get any sort of a good look at the ID or the card that was used to go into the room?
From back here, no, you're still kind of far back, but you can certainly get up a little bit closer if you want to try and get close enough to see what they're showing without revealing that you're looking. Yeah, sounds like an action roll to me.
Yeah, it does.
What you thinking? What kind of action are you thinking here, Mr. Bartik?
I think study, because I have a chit there.
I will then say it is. I think it is a desperate position.
Okay.
And I think it'll be limited effect, which means you might get some information, but there might be some stuff that you're not aware of.
Okay. And I did already commit to not using my lucky dice, so this should be interesting. Sorry about that.
We have some sick kids at Johnny's house, so
Yes.
we will give them a pass.
Doesn't seem to matter whether or not I use my lucky dice today,
Wow.
because I got double 6s.
Whoa!
Get that.
All right. Well,
Maybe I
then
just got lucky
Gambit.
hands.
you do not get a gambit on a desperate action, but
Aw,
you do get to
okay, fine.
mark that you did a desperate study action. So please do that. And with a critical, you do it with increased effect, so it pushes it up from a limited to a standard effect, which means that you're going to find.
Awesome.
You can tell that these are VIP badges that are given to speakers. At all these symposiums, there are always companies that come and sell stuff, show the latest in medical technology. So sellers, merchants, and speakers. They're all VIPs. Other than that, it's pretty much just that. It's like a VIP badge. It pretty much just says VIP. But you did also notice that they're checking the badge and then checking their list to compare a picture of who is showing them the badge.
Okay. I'm gonna go for it anyway.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go up and I'm just gonna walk up confidently, I'm not necessarily doing anything, just walking up as if I'm gonna go in.
Mm-hmm. You get up next in line, and the Concordiant Knight goes, "Let me see your pass."
Oh, of course, yes. And I start patting my jacket and my pants pockets and
Pass.
Oh no, I heard you. It's here. It's here. I swear it's here. Where?
Back of the line, then.
No, you are being quite unpleasant, considering that I am one of your guests of honor, sir.
What's your name?
My name. You don't know my name.
I don't really care what your name is. I need to make sure it's on this list, and I need to see your picture, and I need to see your VIP badge.
Can I get a glimpse of the list? Can I
It's like
get a quick?
It's like a hollow tablet. We've been saying hollow in front of everything, and
Yeah.
I want to keep it up because it's funny. So you can see that it's kind of hard to see, but basically they've been clicking on something, and then a picture will pop up, like a hollow image out of the little tablet. It's a big list. What are you looking for?
Well, actually, you know what? I know.
Somebody
that,
as a speaker.
I do. And I know that they're not down here. I'm Dr. Carey.
All right, so that's one thing. And they start to scroll through and pull up, click on Dr. Carey, and up pops an image of someone who is clearly not Lido Bartok.
Can we do a flashback at this moment?
This sounds like a great time for a flashback. This sounds like the perfect time for a flashback.
You're reading my mind, Nick, but I want to see what you're going for.
I think you probably. I mean, we'd have an understanding that we knew about this beforehand.
For sure, yeah.
We
Of course.
knew that there'd be like a VIP area, and I think you might have subtly suggested that I hack into the list and switch out Carrie's picture.
Absolutely. I love it so much.
Yes. And if I can add to that, since I don't remember if it was in the first episode, but we had a big conversation last time we played about my legitimate ID. And if I can add to this flashback, I would love to have part of that have been changing this ID to say Dr. Carey's information with my picture.
Right. So yeah, and as my last.
Actually, I guess I did use the ID to get in, so I couldn't do that.
So yeah, I was about to say.
But it could be a hollow ID.
So it just changes whenever you. No,
that'd actually be a fun little tool.
I think the hacking rig will do this.
I think this is great.
So I do have a fine hacking rig.
Yeah,
that is my last load. No, it's not. I actually have one more load. No, I don't. That is my last load. Sorry, terrible accounting. Anyways, this would be hack, I assume.
Well, we get to decide whether or not it actually requires an action, and that's what I'm trying to decide right now in my head, is if it actually requires an action. You do need to take stress. I think this is a one stress thing.
Okay.
You've got a hacking rig. You clearly have hacked before. So you just need the time to do it. So take that stress. I do kind of want an action roll for this, I think.
Okay.
I want an action roll for this. So rig, right?
Well,
rig?
Hack or rig?
Oh, hack. I'm sorry. Hack.
Probably hack.
Yep,
right?
hack makes more sense. Yep. Rig is you creating something. I'm still learning all the different actions. There are a lot. I think that this is I'll even say it's a controlled position, right? You're not in any danger. It's just a matter of can you do this without leaving a digital footprint? So it's a controlled position, standard effect.
So heightened to great effect.
To great effect.
Hacking tool.
Yep.
And I'm going to ask for help on this one. And I think Lido would have the, knowledge of the proper way to enter these things, to how, IDs should match up.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll happily mark the stress for that.
Okay, cool.
Is it just one stress to help?
Yeah. Yeah,
just
one stress.
2 stress, I believe.
2 stress?
No,
Okay.
to assist, they take 1 stress.
Oh, to assist.
To push yourself, you
is 2 stress.
take 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll mark 1 stress.
Speaking of which, I will also push myself to stress.
Amazing.
Just get all those dice in there, Nick.
Get them all. Now's the time.
Well, I only have 1 hack, so
you need it.
The stress is
Yeah, you want this to go well.
Okay, I rolled 3 4s.
Okay. All right. Here's what it is. You start to hack, and you realize that very quickly. You can do it, but you need to do it at the time it's happening, and it'll only last for a moment. And as you're looking, Lido, you can see that the people that have walked in have been checked. So they're basically tracking who is in this VIP section at all times. And so you can do it. I'm going to start a clock. I'm going to start a clock called ID shifts back to Dr. Carey. It is a 4-segment clock, and if you want to do it, I will be checking 1 off on this clock.
I think we go for it.
Yeah,
Right.
let's go for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It's 1 on that clock.
I have marked 1 on that clock. That means there are 3 segments left before they are aware that somebody not Dr. Carey has worked their way into the VIP section. Going back to the present, this image of Dr. Carey shows up for a moment, and then it glitches for just a moment. and then it switches to Lito's face, and like, oh, sorry for that.
You should talk to your tech department.
Yeah, we'll get on that. Sorry about that, Dr. Carey. I do still need the badge, though.
You've seen that it's me. I don't have my badge on me. Would it be a terrible imposition for me to... I just need to connect with a colleague very briefly. If you just let me in, you'll see me come right back out. It really shouldn't be a big deal.
I need an action roll for this.
Sure.
And I'm going to
Could this
tell
be
you,
sway?
it's going to be a desperate action roll because
Okay.
they have been told that they have to check for all these things.
Spend the
Yeah, this
you
might be
spend
a
the
good time to
gambit?
use the gambit.
So, Sway,
All right. Yeah, I'll do sway, and I'll spend the gambit.
it's a desperate action roll, and I'm gonna say it's a limited effect, based on what you just said of like they're gonna watch you to go in, talk to this person, and walk out.
Can
I'm
I
debating if I
assist
should
as
push
well,
myself,
Justin?
too.
Tell me how you assist. Now, I at this point am gonna mention something. It didn't happen in the flashback. It's not super important, but now when you assist, you open yourselves up to any consequences as well too.
Ah.
It's reasonable.
So you can
I
do
mean-
it, but you'll be lumped into this.
Oh, totally. Okay.
I think the obvious assistance for Graves is to just back off, right? Like, don't go in with him.
Yeah. Yeah. But first, in Graves fashion, I think he would lean just a little bit over the heads of these guards. Just say, disrespectful. And then walk backwards and stand against the wall.
What an assist that is. Almost so much that I might say it's not an assist, but I will let you have it.
Also, remember, Johnny, you can change. You don't have to use the gambit to get a die. You can use it to up the success.
Well, so what I'm going to do, because his assistance gives me a die, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to use the gambit for a die. I'm going to use his assistance for a die, and I'm going to push myself to increase the effect.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Double sixes.
Oh my
Which, of
gosh.
course, 4 dice. 2 of them had to be my lucky die.
Jeez. So that is actually going to be a great effect. So you've bumped it up twice. The guard looks at you, Concordiant Knight looks at you and goes, you're right. I'm sorry. You're good. Head on in there.
I do so appreciate it. And allow me to apologize for my manservant. He is incredibly loyal, but has the most churlish of attitudes. And then I just kind of glide past.
Were it possible, Graves stands just a little bit taller and puffs out his chest. He couldn't look more proud right now. I mean, he clearly thinks that he did this on his own.
Yeah, as soon as I'm in the room, I'm kind of beelining for Dr. Young.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I'm assuming there's like a refreshments table.
Yeah, there is.
And so
yeah.
I'm gonna kind of spot whatever she's drinking and grab like a similar drink from the table, grab a flute of champagne for myself.
Sure.
And then I kind of like glide across the room to her. And
I should mention that as you get in here, it's like a much smaller area. These are all the VIPs. Around the room are a number of Concordiant Knight guards just watching. With there being a personal doctor from House MacLeith, they are on high alert. They're staring at every single thing happening in this room.
Yeah. I walk like with the drinks kind of like out, so it's clear I'm not like doing anything to the drinks or whatever. And I may I offer you a fresh one?
Oh,
Dr. Young, right?
Yes, Dr. Young, thank you.
I don't believe we've had the pleasure. I'm Dr. Carey.
Oh, yes, Dr. Carey. I've read your paper. Your latest paper is fascinating.
Yes, likewise. I've been a big fan of your work for quite some time. I must admit, it inspired my last couple of papers that I did. Now, may I ask, and far be it from me, I know this may be a great imposition, but would you be willing to take a few minutes with me? Just now, very briefly. I have the presidential suite, and I would very much appreciate to be able to pick your mind for the next paper I'm working on. I have some very exciting things, but I don't want so many ears when I mention it.
Why don't you give me an action?
Yeah. I think this probably consort.
It might be. It might be. Let's look at consort.
Maybe sway. I never really remember which one is which in terms of what they actually accomplish.
I just know that Graves can't do either one.
If you hover over the in the character sheet, if you hover over the options, they actually explain them.
I don't know what you're talking about, but
Oh, do you not? Oh, you're not.
I'm using a character sheet on Google Sheets.
Yeah, that. Oh, but it's on your tablet, so you can't
Yeah.
hover over it.
Oh, yeah. I
You might
can't
be able
hover.
to click it, and it might still show up that. I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
think consort makes sense here. Trying to like make a friend. I think it's a risky position. I think it's actually going to be a limited effect. Trying to
Okay.
convince her to leave this VIP section.
Yeah. I'm going to push myself again to increase the effect.
Okay. Okay, so standard effect.
Yes. 5.
Okay, so on a 5, you do it, but there's a consequence. You suffer harm, complication occurs, you reduce effect, you end up in a desperate position. Well, if it's a private meeting you're interested in, I have a space just right here. Please, come. You can come with me.
No,
I have a meeting room here before as the speaker. They want me to stay here. They said that it's too dangerous for me to leave this section here.
I
So
do
if you need
understand.
the meeting, I can talk to you in here.
Yes, my research is in my rooms. That's all, and I wanted to be able to show it to you.
Sure, feel free to go grab it. I'll be here.
What if a couple of the knights come and guard the exterior of the room whilst we talk, and that way there's not so much running around and I know that you must be a very desirable conversation tonight, and so I don't want you to be distracted when I bring back the research and carrying all this research. And if I'm honest, it does have to do with artifacts, and so I don't want to bring it through all of the rabble, as it were.
I understand. If it's not up to me, you can go talk to, and she points to one of the Concordiant Knights. Is a woman wearing the Concordiant Knight, the big armor. That's the head of the Concordiant Knights here, Knipe. If you ask her and get her permission, she'll probably want to send a few guards with you.
Sure, of course. Yes,
I will warn you. I don't know if they're going to let me walk into your room without some of them being there.
Sure, of course, I understand. Just bear with me one moment. I'll go talk to Knipe. Is that what you said?
Knipe, yes.
Knipe. Okay, I'll go speak with her briefly. Forgive me. I do understand that I'm asking the world.
We're gonna cut back to the presidential suite.
I don't know if we need a flashback for this, but can some people have some communicators? Can we know?
Do you guys not have that in your standard loadout items? That's
Yeah,
gotta
I
be
have
an
that in
item.
my
Should
standard
be an
loadout.
item.
That's
Yeah,
it doesn't even need to count towards
my
load.
loadout is full.
Okay.
So what I'm asking is for Danny to have
So
a
if
communicator.
Havoc has, yeah.
So I mean, most of the playbooks give you a communicator. Like, it should be italicized on the character sheet of yours, and the same one that I am. Like, it doesn't count toward your load for you to even have the communicator.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. So you can have
neither
one.
does the small drone. Cool. So I can have more stuff. Anyways. Okay, so let's just say that it was on and we heard all that.
Yeah, I would have let if that. Yeah,
For
I
sure.
think
For sure.
that's reasonable.
Okay, looks like we need redirection. Havoc, any ideas?
Typically I'm full of them, but I'm kind of lost here.
Thanks. I'm
just it's because I trust you so much, Gears.
right.
As you're trying to figure out, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say I was gonna have some spare parts in my inventory because I just learned that the small drone doesn't count against my load. And I'm gonna slap something together that could be an artifact.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
I think Gears actually has a pretty working knowledge of what or artifacts look like.
Sure.
Given his background,
Yeah. What is
essentially almost becoming a
Starsmith?
what is that?
Starsmith Guild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, just
Okay.
like kind of haggled together. Like he works to make it look damaged, like old,
Okay.
aged.
Okay. How about this? When you use it is when we will roll.
Right. Okay. I will then have the drone hide within it.
Mhm.
And we will bring it down. We'll
Okay.
Tell Lido that we're bringing it down, and we'll bring it down. And we'll like cover it, with like it's like in a, with like a sheet
A
over
linen.
it,
Mhm.
It's pomp and circumstance. And we'll bring it down.
As you are about to leave, there is on the door.
Oh my god.
Security, open up.
What do you want?
Routine check. What?
For what?
We are on high alert with Dr. Young here. House McLeith has paid us quite a lot to make sure that she is safe. We've been doing routine checks every hour. What do you have under that sheet there?
Is a secret or artifact, or at least what is believed to be a secret or artifact?
We're going to need to take a look at that.
Justin, can I hear this on the live wire?
For sure, yeah.
Graves starts heading for your room.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's supposed to not be unveiled. The doctor said that we shouldn't show anybody. It's pretty explicit in the order.
Yeah, if it is a risk to this ship and House McLeith, we need to see it, unfortunately.
Okay, that's fair. I do want to I'm pretty sure it's just a piece of crap, if I'm being honest with you. I think the doctor's just like, he just really wants like a big discovery. I think it's just like space junk.
I love this. It is an action roll for sure, and this is hilarious. What action do you think this is? I have a good idea of what action I think fits, but you tell me what you think.
I could either go with sway,
Yeah.
because I'm like convincing him,
Yeah.
or rig, honestly, because I made it to look like junk. To be fair,
Sure.
and it is junk.
It
to
is
be
junk.
fair.
It's literal junk. The other one, it could be a consort too. You're trying to like make friends with this person essentially and get them to like be buddy with you. But you tell me, what do you think it is? What do you want to roll?
I think it's sway.
Okay.
I think sway makes more sense.
It does. I think that's a risky position. I think it's a standard effect.
Okay. How are we doing on gambits?
Have you guys spent any? I don't think you've spent any.
We spent,
I spent
one. We got an extra one and we spent it.
So you have 2 left then.
So we have 2 left. I will push myself.
Okay.
I can
and
aid if you
does
like.
the fact that I'll take an aid, dude. I'm not gonna turn it down. Does the fact that I used the spare parts from my loadout help in a way, or
What is? It's in your playbook items.
yes?
Mechanic. Let's take a look. Sometimes it'll be like, are we muscle mechanic? How's everybody's Thursday night going?
It's Friday somewhere, including where I am, and it's going
very
okay.
early Friday morning for at least one of us.
It's Friday morning somewhere.
I come to you from the future.
I have a
It is
neck
always
spasm,
Friday
and it's
morning somewhere.
The worst thing.
I know you're telling us about that. I'm so sorry.
I'll be honest, I've hit a wall and my energy just plummeted.
I don't think
Wow,
it helps at
good.
all. I think you have the item, and that has allowed you to create this thing and keep up this ruse. But I don't think the
Totally
item itself does anything.
Okay,
Right.
so with Danny's assistance,
Yeah, I'm
my
gonna
pushing
aid.
myself, and I have one pip in sway. So
Okay. 3
that's
dice.
what I got.
It's not bad.
Should I say how I aid?
You should tell me how you assist.
yes.
Yeah.
Gently
Sorry,
kisses
yeah.
his neck from behind whilst the knight's talking.
No, Havoc will just add and say, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a piece of crap. Pretty sure I saw some little bro making it yesterday. In his garage
What did you roll?
from a
I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 4.
Okay. A 6, a 5, and a 4. You did spend a gambit, you said?
No, I didn't end up
You
spending.
did
that
not
gambit.
spend the gambit. Okay. Well, then on a 6, you do it. And you get to add a gambit. So you're back at 3 gambit.
Yeah, so I even like unveil it for him.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just drunk.
Oh,
Like,
that's nothing. Those are
Yeah,
just that's the backside of a grav engine. That's nothing.
I know. I think he's like he's like hasn't had any discoveries in a while, and I think his funding's being cut. I think he's losing it.
All right. Well, good luck to you and the quack that you're employed by. I know what that's like. Get out of here. That's fine. We're gonna just walk around here in this room. Make sure everything is safe.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
See you later.
Goodbye.
We like continue to carry it, like I recover it
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
carry
yeah.
it out with
Yeah.
Havoc's help.
And on the way, you run into Carlton.
Oh,
Trouble.
great.
God, every time.
No, no, we're fine.
Mhm.
Just we're going.
You're so
to-
large and
we're going
terrifying.
down. Yeah, that's. I'm pretty sure that's what he's going for, Havoc. All right.
So you're carrying something under a sheet, correct?
Yeah, it's almost like I'd assume it's almost like a pallbearer, like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
a lot of pomp and circumstance for what is going to be
Nothing.
obviously not.
Nothing. Yep.
Does
Not
it look
what it's-
heavy as you carry it? Gears.
I mean, it's not light. I think it was heavy enough. Well, I could carry it by myself because it's technically all parts that like I had with me on my person,
Mhm.
but like it's not super heavy, and we don't need 2 people to carry it. But it's like the pomp and circumstance side of things.
Graves just takes a big sniff of the metal under the sheet.
No,
Oh,
Grave.
no.
Graves.
Mm,
No,
Down, boy, down.
I'm not hungry. Just checking. And then he starts walking with you.
right. He said that's exactly what he said when he ate the alternator.
Just checking.
Mhm.
When you get down, Lido, at this point, we'll cut back to you and have you walking up to the head of the security here, Vnipe.
Vnipe, is that your name, madam?
Yes, that is my name.
So I was just speaking with Dr. Young, and I have something of great import I'd like to show her. Now it is, I believe, in my rooms, if my men have followed my instructions, and I was just looking for permission to bring her to the presidential suite. If that's a problem, I can always have my men bring the item down. Of course, it's no trouble.
You're probably going to want to have them bring it down. We have very strict orders to keep an eye on all times on Dr. Young.
Of course. Yes, my footman is right out the door. I'm just going to stick my head out and have him call my other men to bring the item. Will they be able to come in with no issue?
If they're with you, we can get them in, yes?
Okay, excellent. That's all I needed. And I stick my head out the door. And
It's probably at this point that they're coming down anyway. So
Yeah.
you see all 3
Yeah.
of them like walking down.
with my head out the door, there's probably other guards like right there, but kind of like I into the communicator just go, not so delicately, idiots, just quickly get here.
All right, just move faster.
Trying not to drop the junk in our hands.
Essentially, yeah.
And then I pop back in. Dr. Young, wonderful news. My men are bringing the item. I'm so excited to show you.
Good. Yes, well, we can just go off over here. The Concordiant Knights will join us, of course. They need to keep me safe.
Of course. As soon as my men arrived, so that they know where to bring it, we will go to your private room. I'm so excited to get your opinions on this.
Wonderful. I'm excited to see it as well. Is that them there?
Yes, it is. Yes. Graves, Gears, Havoc, come along.
Oh, all right, Mr. Bart.
Yes,
Mr.
the knight. Those are my men.
Doctor.
Yes,
Yes,
those are the ones I was.
I understand. Yes, I let them in.
Wonderful. You're absolutely
we're
wonderful.
in, to be fair.
Yes,
this
is.
I will be joining you as well as other Concordiant Knights to make sure that everything is all right.
Of course. Are all of you well equipped at keeping secrets? I don't want this information to be leaked before my paper is published.
It is just a precaution for Dr. Young. We don't care what you're showing her, talking with her about.
Wonderful. I need more like you on my staff. Yes, Dr. Young, let's go and look at this. It is amazing. I promise you'll be absolutely flabbergasted. I hope not too flabbergasted though, because I do need your opinions.
There's a small room off of the VIP area where speakers can get ready. There's refreshments and snacks and whatnot, and it's empty. And that is where Dr. Young brings you and the rest of your team and vaeVictus and we'll say 4 other Concordiant Knights. So there are 5 altogether.
Cool.
And they kind of take their posts around all of you.
I give Gears like a very pointed look before I look at Dr. Young, and I say, so I believe it was 2 publishings ago you wrote a paper about the effect of artifacts on human physiology and the potential that it had to make evolution leap forward.
Yes,
I believe that I found such an artifact that could have untold consequences on human physiology. I don't want to keep you waiting any longer. I can't wait. And I just pull the sheet off.
Yeah. So it's can't stress enough. It's like half of an engine, right? That is the equivalent.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the table.
Yeah.
And I just am excitedly so I acquired this from a group of wreckers in the Outer Rim.
Oh, I just want to stop for a moment and make sure I understand what is happening here. You're trying to convince a scientific expert on air or artifacts that this is a damaged or artifact, when in fact it is very clearly just half of an engine.
So from my perspective, I'm trying to convince a decorated scientist that I believe that this is a damaged artifact.
All right.
In order to allow Gears
to
get the drone into the same vicinity.
I understand. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think there's an action quite yet, because this renowned scientific expert looks at this and goes, oh, well, that's just half of a broken engine.
So this is where I wanted to have the drone come in. It wasn't in the artifact any longer. He pulls the sheet. It's on the sheet.
Okay.
And in that big flourish of the sheet,
okay.
the drone goes down by her feet and is ready to inject her on the ankle. Is essentially the idea.
All right. I like that. How small is this thing? We said about a penny size. Does that seem accurate to you?
It's very small.
It's small. Okay. I do think there's still an action roll. It still seems risky enough with 5 Concordiant Knights keeping an eye on this.
Regardless of what else you need, I want to assist. And can we say that me acting like a flamboyant, excited child is enough to kind of distract from whatever else Gears is doing?
For sure. Yep. You'll obviously open yourself up to the consequences, but absolutely.
Sure, of course.
Tell me what action you want to roll.
Since I'm controlling my drone, I think it would be a rig.
Okay.
Or essentially it's like my pre-programmed drone.
Yeah, I like that rig. I said, I think it's risky. I think it is a standard effect in that no one will see it land.
Definitely use a gambit if you.
I'm gonna use a gambit.
Now is the time.
Removing one of our gambits. We got one left. Okay. Oh, and you're assisting, right?
Yes.
Darn. Okay, so that's 4 dice.
I feel so nervous.
No, I don't like this. That's 2 6s.
Oh,
Oh.
you did send a gambit, so you don't get out another one. But
No, I
it
don't.
is great effect, which means that they will not see it at all. There's like they don't see it at all, and they probably won't.
So yeah, it goes up. It
Yep.
finds like, there's that pretty big artery sort of on the back of your leg there,
Yep.
and just
All right. I think I need one more roll to do the actual injection.
okay.
I think that was just to see if anyone sees it, getting it out of the artifact. But I think there's still some risk with this. Tell me what action you think.
I think it's still
Still
rig.
a rig. I like it. I think it's risky, and I think it's a standard effect again.
Okay.
Are you at 3 dice, or will you be at 4?
I'm at 2.
2?
With the
Okay.
rig.
I'll assist again.
Okay.
I think
Kinda-
like as all of
Yep.
as all of this is going on, like it's kind of some of the same thing, but like I'm just like, oh no, please look closer. I know that you're the expert, but I'm quite confident that if you give it a closer look, you'll notice that it is the most ancient of artifacts. I think it is from such deep antiquity that's why it looks like junk to so many who've seen it. But I'm sure. I'm sure.
I saw half of that engine on a ship just come in a few hours ago.
Yeah. So, actually, can this roll account for a bit more?
Sure. Tell me what you wanted to do.
So I wanted to inject, and I understand that needs to be like part of it, but
Yeah.
I also need to get the drone back.
Yeah.
So in this moment, can I walk up to her? And like, this isn't really part of the role, but
Mhm.
it's going to be
Mhm.
Gears kind of like, I'm sorry, ma'am. He's kind of losing it. I think he's having one of those psychotic breaks.
Yeah.
Just could you just humor him a little and then send him on his way? I think we're gonna have to take him to the hospital. And as I lean over and do that, it's going to inject. I've kind of pairing it with like some physical contact, so she is like she's distracted,
And then you'll pick it back
and
up.
pick it back up.
Do you think rig is still the appropriate action then?
I still think it is,
Okay.
because it's really the drone kind of getting back to me.
Okay. I'm fine with that. Do you want to push yourself, Devil's Bargain?
What's the devil's bargain?
What is the Devil's Bargain? The Devil's Bargain is that it will inject Dr. Young. And as you pick it up, it will also inject you. So the Boronico Syndicate will be able to track you as well.
Dr. Young is the recently discovered Hep F.
No. Okay.
That's the real
I
complication.
will be tracked by the Boronico. You know what? Okay, fine. I'll take it.
Yes, someone's taking a Devil's Bargain. My first Devil's Bargain.
I'm just gonna be tracked by the Boronico. We won't owe them after this, so there's no reason for them to hate us.
Yet.
But they won't be able to track me. Yet.
We'll come up with reasons.
The die fell off the table. That is a 6.
Okay.
And
Oh,
2
yes.
4s and a 3.
Did you
doing
spend
good.
that last gambit?
I actually did not spend the gambit.
So you can add a gambit since you did not spend one.
Oh, I will take that.
I need that to get out of here. Especially
Um,
since we still got to rob him blind. or blurry. We got to rob him blurry.
Gotta rob them blurry.
Rob them
A little
blurry.
blurry.
You do. It injects Dr. Young, and as you pick it up, you feel it. You grab it by the proboscis into your finger, so you know that it has made contact under your skin as well too. But Dr. Young goes, "Oh, yeah, I understand. Dr. Kerry, this is fascinating.
I
Wonderful
knew that you would
find.
think so.
Yes.
Thank you.
In
Thank you.
fact, I would make, if I can make a recommendation,
Of course, that's why I'm here.
I would not put this paper out quite yet. I think that you need to go and, in fact, look here. And she points, this is a map to other artifacts. Do you see it?
Oh. I just thought that was some sort of a chip, but I see it now.
No, obviously it's not. It's definitely a map. If you follow the map, you'll find more artifacts. And then you can put your paper out into the world. She turns
I
and
put
winks
my
at
hands.
Gears.
Yeah, Gears is
I put
just
my
nodding
hands on
along.
both of her
Like,
shoulders. I put my hands on both of her shoulders. Thanks to you, I will be the greatest explorer in the galaxy.
Yes, you will. Yes, you will, Dr. Carey. Good luck with that. She sighs and
All right, boys.
walks away.
What a kind soul.
Havoc's face is so red because he's trying his hardest to hold in his laugh.
yeah, hopefully it comes off as embarrassment. I grab the artifact, and I'm like, all right, Doctor, we gotta go look
Yes.
for those new artifacts.
Yes, of course. Make sure you cover it again. We don't want any of the plebeians to see it.
Yes, sir. And I cover it over. And
I look
Graves
at
just
each
looks
of the...
down at one of the Concordiant Knights and goes, plebeian.
no, Graves, we don't talk to the other people. Come on.
I do hope that we can count on each of your discretion. And I look at each of the knights in the room, like in turn.
They all like look at each other, look at Dr. Young. Dr. Young nods, and they're like, "Oh yeah, yep."
Yes, I do know that it's going to be one of the highlights of your life to have seen this artifact in person. Goodbye.
Yep.
And I just turn and start
Yours
walking
like
out of
has
the
an
room.
expression of pain. It probably in the situation looks like this person I've served is really losing it, but he is also just trying not to laugh. He's just trying so hard not to laugh, and he just takes the artifact and covered up and has Havoc help him carry it out.
I love it. I love that this has turned into Guardians of the Galaxy more than anything.
That
really.
is one of the touchstones for sure.
We have a very degree.
We hit them all. We'll hit the Cowboy Bebop. We'll get the Space Western. We'll get Guardians. But you all leave, and you can, as you turn around, you can see that Dr. Young kind of like maybe like rubs her arms, like shakes it, and then just goes back to talking to some more doctors.
Yeah. I'm just like walking out the way that we came in. So like out of the VIP area. As we walk out, I look at the guard that let me in. I'm like, what did I tell you? I'd be so quick. Thank you. That was wonderful. I just keep walking.
Goodbye.
From a distance.
Did it
Goodbye.
Graves,
Over the
I think
communicator.
it did.
Graves, don't ask such questions out here.
So it worked.
All right, let's get the hell out of here, please.
And back to the room.
One moment. And Graves just steps away from y'all and back into the main room looking for the other Ramden.
Oh yeah.
Where's he going?
It's fine.
I think he saw an ex-lover or some such out there. Let's go to the room.
I wonder. Now Gears is just really curious. Like, I wonder what his lover was like.
I'm actually
Just
curious
looking
now, too.
around, just trying to see another Ramden or something.
It looked exactly like him, but shorter.
On the communicator, you just hear Graves quietly say, I've had many lovers.
We're done in that grave.
Mysteries
We're all
expound.
sure you have, Steelhorn.
Carlton, you are walking around for a little bit, and then you eventually find in an empty room the other Ramda wearing a lab coat.
Do they seem
But nothing else?
available?
They do. There's just them in there. Yeah.
Like emotionally?
You might have to talk to them a little bit to find out if they're emotionally available. But
I'm sorry.
Make sure you select the right dialogue options.
So, Justin, this is a
Yeah.
fun little Xeno detail, but yeah, I'll go up and give the standard Ramden greeting.
Which is
Yesh Tali Tal Yesh.
Yesh Tali Tali Yesh.
Full kiss on the mouth.
and then they kiss.
making
No, they do not.
With tongue.
Absolutely not.
I was really hoping it was gonna be like bah.
That's messed up.
We
man.
don't do that.
The traditional greeting. Bah!
Well, we don't do that often. Anyway,
There's only
Just
one
when
time
the whole
that
herd gets
happens.
overstimulated.
that's right. That's right.
Oh my goodness. That's
And
funny.
so, Justin, I sent this to you, but Yestali Talyesh just means I will call you what you are called.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Is it a call and response? Do they?
Yeah, I will call you what you are called. It's basically like a touch point of respect, and
Gotcha.
then we can get into names and locations.
I understand. Estali Talesh. I'm
I was 380.
wow.
Now I'm Carlton Graves.
Carlton Graves. It's strange to see you here. What are you doing here?
Security.
For who?
What are you doing here?
I left my tribe because I didn't quite fit in. I thought I've always liked.
You found a tribe? Where is this tribe? And I grab him by the lab coat tails. Or not tails, whatever they're called. Lapels? Lapels.
Just 1 second. I'm still learning the system.
By the tails. Lift him upside down.
Where is
That might come next, Johnny. The coattails might come next. So we'll start with the lapels.
the lapels. There is a ice planet, and I'm trying to remember what system it is.
Ooh.
Oh, it's Hoth.
Oh, Hoth. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's Hoth. It's
Oh,
Hoth.
It's
perfect.
Hoth.
How could we forget? One of the best Battlefront scenes, you know? Star Wars
It's so
Battlefront.
good.
Great map.
Oh, I love that map.
So much fun.
Nick and
What?
I just watched episode.
5, yeah. It's really
Yes.
good. Still.
Still really good.
Hasn't
Still
gotten
good.
worse.
Still good.
It's still probably the best movie in the
I
series.
was about to say, some might say it's the best in the series. I found it. I finally played it. There's a small tribe of us on, of them on Lithios. And you would know Lithios.
Why would you leave
because,
them?
I don't know. I'm different, I guess. So I've always just liked, I don't know, this science. So I have a doctorate now. And
No wonder you don't have a name, 180. And he walks away from you.
160.
as you like
Or-
leave,
sorry.
No,
160.
that's so much funnier.
Number, I love it.
Because you just said you would call him what he is called.
as you're about to leave, you like grab the door and he goes, I think I found another planet where we came from.
Where?
I don't quite know. I just have the inklings of it. I need more data.
Where can I find you if I ever need to?
I have a small clinic on Mem. You could find me there.
Fine.
Good. It was good to meet you, Carlton Graves.
Carlton leaves. This time definitively. I don't know that there's much more he could say that would turn me around.
Did Carlton
love
leave
you.
his
Leave your
communicator on
communicator open
that entire time?
Through that.
Yeah, I'm gonna like. Yeah, Carlton, did you turn it off or no?
I did.
Oh man.
Man,
Yeah, not one to seek privacy on the usual, huh?
Gears.
You didn't want
Gears
us
wouldn't
to
like
hear
that
him
one.
taking another round at a Pound Town.
This is just what we're all like postulating in
What
the
is,
room
like-
as I strip it of everything valuable.
Wait, are there still the knights in the room?
No, they have done their sweep at this point, and they're gone. Yeah.
Which means we have an hour to strip the room for as much as we
Yes.
can handle.
Yeah.
This is the part I was excited for.
And
I just
and-
throw like some sort of like screwdriver like tool to
For sure.
Havoc.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
They just
"All right."
start smacking shit.
yeah.
Yeah, just revving it up.
Yep. Well, you do. You strip the room, and Carlton comes. Like as you're stripping it, Carlton comes into the room.
They're stripping the room, and Lito's just sitting on the couch with a glass in one hand and a bottle of scotch in the other, just sipping,
Two-fistment, yeah.
not helping at all.
Carlton frowns at the sight of you, Lito. Don't they need help? And he starts trying to look around for something to do.
You've got it, boys, don't you?
I mean, it would go faster if we had assistance. So.
I wouldn't be very much help. I don't know what to look for. I just keep
Lito, help. And Carlton picks you up, Lito. And after he picks you up, he gently, he puts you on your feet, and then he takes whatever bottle of scotch you had on the table and starts chugging it.
Great. No, that's
I brush myself off. Your arms are quite strong. It's off-putting. Anyways,
Let's get a room, you two. We're in a hurry.
Okay, don't drink all. Yeah, first of all, don't drink all that. We can all share it if you don't chug the whole thing. Second, rip that chandelier off the ceiling. He just goes back to taking bolts off the wall.
Lito walks to the alcohol cabinet, just pulls out another bottle of scotch, and sits back down.
You continue to strip this room apart, and you do. Do you do anything else before you head out?
No, just like strip it. Like we're not gonna push time at all. If it's like an hour, they said an hour check. We do this in like 30 minutes, just as much as we can grab,
and then out.
Yeah,
store it as best we can, and then
I want to make
get
a
out of
quick swing to Dr. Carey's room.
Okay,
The real Dr.
Yeah,
Carey's
you
room.
Yeah.
Speaking of swinging, I would just like for the song Chandelier by Sia to play while Carlton tears down the chandelier.
Well, we'll get on getting the rights to that.
royalties.
Yeah, we'll take all the money we get and ask to use that.
That's it.
They recognize it.
Chandelier.
What
Yeah,
do
no,
you
I
do,
get
Dr.
to-
Carey's? Yeah.
Yeah, I like get to the room and I knock on the door.
Oh,
Doctor,
yes.
it's
Yes.
Lito.
Yes, good to see you.
Good to see you. I wanted to say thank you for getting us in. And you know that my dealings aren't always the most above board. Pursuant to that, I don't want to make you an accessory to anything that you don't need to be. Just I would suggest avoiding close contact and conversation with Dr. Young.
I can do that. Yes. All right. Good.
Yes, yes. Thank you again. You've been a good friend. I do appreciate you.
I'll always be there, Lito. Be safe.
Aren't I always? Stop.
No. What?
Should make.
and you leave. You continue to strip your room, and it's that point where you leave. You like, and I imagine it's a scene where like you open the door and I'll walk out and the door closes and Gears, you turn around and Jasmine is standing right in front of you. Where are you going?
Well, I was taking some bags out for my employer, but you want to get a drink in a place that's not so stuffy?
I just got off duty.
Great. Meet you at, and I like, a bar.
A bar.
Like that. This is on a
back
ship,
on
but
Warren.
like back
Yep.
on.
Yep.
Yeah.
I understand.
Back on Warren. And I'm like, in an hour?
See you then.
genuine like bounce in his step. Curious, like, comes down.
I wait for the rest of them to walk away, and I imagine that I probably have some idea of like what kinds of things Gears is into, and I just like stay behind and give her a list of terrible advice on like, how to make love to Gears.
No.
What is the opposite of a wingman?
Oh, man.
Poor
I
Gears.
just walk away snickering to myself.
Religiously taking notes on all of these things.
Taking notes.
Joke's on you. Gears is a great communicator in bed, so it doesn't matter. He'll figure it out.
Yeah.
He'll navigate these issues.
You get on your ship, and I think that's the end of the job.
I didn't have to smash anything. Okay.
There were a
did pull
couple
down
of
that
times
chain.
it
It
was,
was close.
it was very
Yeah.
close a couple of times for sure. It was very close.
There were a couple of times where you really didn't need to smash anything, but I thought you were going to anyway.
And I would have loved
Yeah.
you for it. I would have loved you for it.
I was definitely considering it, but Gears, Graves is, he has some discretion.
I think that we didn't do this last time, and I think we should have. I think you gotta give the news to Yatu.
Okay.
Nice.
Probably leave that to Havoc. Right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, I do think we all need
Oh.
to be there.
Actually, Gears definitely goes with Havoc.
Because no, last time, Havoc just called Yatu.
Yeah,
Right.
okay, you could just call him. But I think
Yeah.
a scene should. I think a scene would be good.
Yeah, but Gears is,
Yeah.
is present for this conversation, just to be clear.
Okay. Yeah. Like right now?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
I mean, it
We're
just,
Oh, yeah.
we're on the
it's like
ship.
the end of
Yeah.
the. It's like the end of the job. You get back to Warren.
All right,
What
yeah.
do you do?
Havoc sits down and starts ringing up Yatu.
Oh, I was thinking you could just go to see Yatu.
Go?
You don't
Okay,
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
he's
to the-
in
oh
the
yeah,
ship.
yeah. He was in a
Hmm.
counters guild thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
they always take over a counters
Yeah.
guild, and we'll pretend to
Yeah.
operate as a counters guild.
Havoc will start making his way to that little
And Gears
local
will come
bank
with
there.
Counters guild.
Just to be-
I'm with it. I gotcha. You give a sign. The teller lets you into the back, and Yatu's there. And he says, "Oh, my boy, tell me, how'd it go?"
We did the job. You see, he really showed up. The woman has nanobots in her body.
She does.
Good.
There's also, I might have accidentally gotten some.
Oh, we
in
know.
Me? Yeah. Can you get those out of me? Or
Not without severely dismembering you. No.
Oh my god. I need him for my own personal reasons. I don't do that.
all right. Well, I will figure that out later then.
Can you just pass them like a stone? Yeah. At a urine
no.
or something?
Not.
No,
Yeah,
they're a
that's
little
not
bit more
how it
permanent. Look, and he pulls up like
Hey.
a tablet, right? And pushes a couple buttons and turns it around, and you can see a picture of the medical symposium. You're seeing like a picture of other doctors talking to each other, and then the camera starts like moving, and it'll stop, and it'll like be in front of people, and then it'll move to another group. We can see everything Dr. Young sees.
Can you hear too? Is there audio in that?
Yeah, we can do that. We can also do this. And he turns it around and presses a couple buttons and turns it around. And it's just a picture of Yatu showing you a picture of the tablet. He points it.
God. Come on.
I don't like that. Oh, can I have access to Gears' nanobots? That seems kind of fun.
No. I have plans tonight. Nobody's looking through my eyes.
We'll talk about it.
All right.
All right. Well, I got a date. I'll see you guys later. Just leaves. Like, does not wait for Havoc.
Yeah. And Yatu's just quiet. Yatu like goes back to like playing with his tablet. Is that it? Anything else?
I can't remember if first episode I had already asked about Maris. I did.
You did. Yep.
All right.
Maris is running with the wreckers right now.
Yes. Oh, I don't have anything. Do you have anything for me?
Just remember, we can always see you now.
Is
No
that
more
meant to
hiding.
be- sounds like it's meant to be scary. You're trying to scare me. 'Cause I'm scared. I'm not going to lie. A little
Good.
spooky. Oh. All right. Well, thanks for keeping an eye on me. Bye-bye. Havoc will rush out. I think he'll catch up to Gears and say, and he'll try to like run up behind him and say, we might have to dismember you. I'm so sorry.
We don't have to dismember me. He was bullshitting. He just doesn't want to take him out. I'll figure something out. Don't worry about it.
And
Was that all I have to date?
Every day. Oh, all right. You're looking a little excited there. You got yourself a little friend, yeah. Look at she all red with love or something. I don't know. All right, I'll leave you to it then. He just stands there and smiles.
All right. This feels passive aggressive. Are you
Well,
okay?
well, no,
We're not exclusive. You understand that?
Oh
right?
no,
Like, it's
I
not-
do understand that. I'm being honest.
Okay, good.
I'm not the jealous type.
Good.
All right, goodbye.
Please.
And then we see a scene of Havoc sort of standing there, realizing he doesn't know what to do. And then we just got to the next scene.
Yeah, which I think is just like the downtime stuff. You've done it. You've done your first job. It's time to do payoff.
And we got nothing for it.
Yeah, nothing for it. Payoff and upkeep. Now, that's not true. There isn't payoff from the job explicitly. If somebody were to take some of their downtime activities to find somebody to buy some of the stuff that you stripped the ship from, you might potentially be able to make a little bit of credit at least. So yeah, no money for the job itself. But we do need to go to upkeep. You got to keep your ship flying. So your system quality plus your crew quality divided by 4. So I think we round 1 divided by 4 is
No, the upkeep. Sorry, the upkeep.
Oh,
is
the upkeep
one.
is
That's
1.
The
Okay.
whole, the whole
Got it.
calculation.
So yeah, you need to spend 1 cred. If you don't want to spend the 1 cred, you need to roll the skip upkeep roll.
I think I'm not exactly sure on where our credit is at. I think we started with 1,
I think you did as well.
and that just means that we have none now.
Okay. All right. All right. And now heat. Let's see. I think it was, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Pretty good job.
It was a pretty
Pretty
good job. I'm trying to think if it's even low exposure. And I'm having a hard time coming up with how it would be even low exposure.
Sounding
Nice.
plus 0 to me.
Because I
I
can't
didn't
really
kill anybody.
I can't really think of like anybody that you like confronted enough to like really make them wary.
Yeah. And the best part about it is, it just seems like we were like, like
A crazy
2-bit
science-
thieves.
Yeah.
Who like robbed a room. That's it. Like it doesn't seem like we did anything further past that.
That's a good point. I might then say 1 heat. Smooth and
Because you
quiet,
stripped
but
your room.
there
Yeah.
was a little bit of exposure.
Had to go and say something, Nick.
Yeah, had to say. it.
I think there had to be
Exposing
some-
us.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
I want to be clear. We have less heat this time, so
Yeah.
whatever.
True.
1 heat. It's not a high profile or well connected. Is it a high profile or well connected target?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. I'm gonna add a heat for that.
Oh. Okay, it's the same heat.
You didn't kill anybody,
Mm.
and you didn't damage a hyperspace lane or system gate. So I don't need to add heat. For
Not
that.
yet.
So you have 2 heat in the Rin system.
It's heating up
It's
on
heating
Scum and
up.
Villainy.
I need my dice.
No.
He needs his dice.
I need my
Forgot how
dice.
you roll in this game.
I should have rolled
Just
in this
some
game.
rolls. Yeah.
I love it. I love it so much. I'm gonna roll entanglements. You're not wanted, so it is just a single die on the wanted 0 table. Let's see. Interesting.
I've never been told so directly that I'm not wanted.
Please get Unquiet Black again.
I did not get on Quiet Black.
Man.
I don't want freaking space ghosts again, man.
This is great. I rolled 5, which is cooperation. A faction you have
Ooh.
+2 or +3 status with asks you for a favor. Agree to it or lose status with them. If you don't have a +2 or +3 faction status, you avoid entanglements right now. The only faction that you have a positive status with is the Born Eco Syndicate. That is only at +1. So you have avoided anything for now.
Cool.
Smooth as butter.
I think it's. I have to figure out. I'll just say that for now. I have to figure out when exactly I add more status. If it's just for a single job or if it's multiple jobs. I think it's multiple jobs to increase status. So for now, we'll just say nothing.
Right.
And then we get to downtime activities. But I think we're going to say that for next episode.
Ooh.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's less entertaining to start with downtime activities versus just getting it out of the way here.
We're not going to be able to do it in 15 minutes.
I think we could.
Okay. Let's try it. Let's start it.
Methinks Johnny doth protest just enough.
Just enough. Let's start it, and we'll just pick it up.
It didn't
where
take
we
much
need
protesting, to be honest.
We'll just pick it up where we need to. You get 2 downtime activities. You can also spend a cred to do an additional downtime activity. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
I'm gonna go.
Oh, you can go first.
All right, I'm going first. I am going to design a schematic to freaking stop them from freaking hearing everything that I'm doing and seeing everything that I'm doing.
I love it. So maybe discover a way to remove nanobots. I like it. I think that is an 8-segment.
Okay, then I will. Oh, sorry.
Roll.
Yeah, so that's a study roll.
Yeah, study makes sense.
I have an ability that affects this. Oh, 6 and a 5. Nice.
Okay, so I'm going to mark 3 off of that clock.
Because I have Tinker, every time
4.
study, a clock, it gets plus 1 second.
Great.
So
Great.
it's 4. And my next action will be to do the same thing. So
Okay.
I'll just roll that again. 6.
Okay.
Which is 4.
Which is another 4. So
that gives me the schematic, right? I haven't built it. I've designed it, essentially.
Exactly. Or you've discovered a way. You haven't done it, but you've discovered a way. I think you want to build a schematic to do it.
Mhm.
That's what you want. Okay. You basically build. It's like a electromagnetic pulse. That doesn't harm flesh. It just like passes through you, but it'll kill all the nanobots inside of you.
Nice. So still have to build it though.
Yeah, you do still have to build it. And I think that in your studying, you've discovered that it's not any electromagnetic pulse that'll do, right? Otherwise, you'd just be able to walk through anything. Yeah, you are going to have to break into a Bornico Syndicate facility and discover you need to get the exact what's the word I'm looking for? Like signal that the bots
Frequency.
Yeah, the frequency. If you can figure out what frequency they used in creating the nanobots, you can build an electromagnetic pulse device that will negate them.
Okay, that's me.
All right. Who's up next?
Cool. I'll go. So because of my playbook, I actually am going to be able to do 3 downtime activities.
That's right. Yep.
And so I'm going to use my kind of free one to lay low.
It's specific, right? It's either acquire an asset
I can
or
lay low or acquire
Okay.
assets.
Perfect. Okay. Yeah, tell me what you do to lay low.
Yeah, so what I actually want to do is I go to a few of my contacts around Warren and just start talking to them basically about how important it is that they remember my crew was spending time with them the night of the symposium on the Knights of Concordia ship.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just reading this here.
Yeah. So I think I would like roll with sway to like talk to my contacts about.
Aren't we still in the Ren system?
You are still in the Ren system, yeah.
Yeah, and I think if to lay low, you have to reduce the heat on what level of the system you're not in.
In another system.
Oh, you're right. You're right. So I'm not going to lay low. I'll acquire assets instead.
Okay. What do you want to acquire?
Yeah. I'll find somebody who can fence. I'll find a contractor who can fence the stolen stuff.
Yeah, perfect. Go ahead and roll crew quality.
Which is 1?
I think it's 1. Nick, you want to confirm?
Crew quality is, sorry.
You're good.
Just taking notes. It's 1. Sorry.
Cool.
Okay, I got a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you find a pretty irreputable trader that will take hot items, like ones stolen from a Concordiant Knight ship. And I will say that you can make. I'll say that you can make a cred off of it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, then I sell our goods, and you can add a cred to the ship monies there, Nick.
Cool. Thanks.
And then I am also going to train, and so in Lito's case, this looks like basically like I have a series of hollow cubes that are basically like Toastmasters seminars, and I'm just like
Watching
in my
them.
quarters, just watching them, and, like taking vigorous notes.
That is hilarious. Yeah, so I think you just mark an XP in what skill are you? What action are you training?
I'm actually just doing it for playbook advancement.
Okay, all right, great. Take that +1 XP there, and then what is your third and final?
And then
downtime
yes,
activity?
finally, I want to indulge vice.
Okay, tell me how you do that.
Yeah, so Lito has people on all kinds of systems that he goes and spends time with amorously, and so there's a girl on Warren who is the what is it, the governor, his niece that I'm kind of romantically entwined with, so I go to her apartments.
Oh wow. She's definitely, it's that thing where like she's just acting out, right? She doesn't like the prim and proper lifestyle, so
well, Lito like
Lito
puts
is
that on
yeah,
anyway.
it's true.
But
Yeah.
but she thinks his name is Winrop Hargraves, and
Yeah. I love it.
Who could resist that name?
Who could resist Hargraves? Go ahead and roll your lowest attribute rating. So however many ticks you have in just the column of the lowest.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 6.
Jeez, how many dice did you roll?
1.
Wow, man. Well, the thing is, you might overindulge.
Yeah.
So clear
I think I'm
6. You're gonna overindulge.
1, 2. No, I cleared 6 exactly.
Wow. Nice. All right. Who's up next? Downtime activities. Two
I can go.
downtime activities.
Yeah, I'm still thinking about what I want to do.
That's okay.
Yeah, I think it would be a nice time to vice time, if you know what I'm saying.
Oh, I know. Nice time to vice
I didn't get to really use my muscles much, except to pick up Lito off the couch and watch him sit back down again. So
what do you do?
I think Carlton will go looking for a certain type of trouble. For whatever reason, he's just itching for something more than a paid bar fight.
Yeah.
The typical underground ring.
Yeah.
And so it's not that hard to walk around in certain places and come across the skirmish in a making.
For sure. Especially in war.
And as soon as he sees somebody who looks like they're at a disadvantage, he'll take their side and just absolutely pummel the offender in his mind.
Yeah, there's you walk down an alley and there's like a guy that's just getting beat up by like 4 guys.
Oh, perfect. Oh, perfect.
Oh, great. Look at this guy. He's getting absolutely mobbed. Wonderful.
And why don't you go ahead and roll your vice for me? So
Okay.
roll the lowest attribute rating you have, which is look at the 3 attributes and just go down that first column. Count how many ticks you have in that first column.
Okay, the first column?
Yeah, so if you've got like 1 tick in 3 of the 4 actions, it would be 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so my weakest of the 3 categories between insight, prowess, and resolve is resolve. Is that what you're asking? Because I have only 1 tick in that whole section.
Okay, in that first column. Yep. So it's just a 1.
Yep.
Wait.
Yep.
Wait, are you rolling resolve or are you rolling? What are you rolling?
He's stress. he's clearing stress
Oh,
with his vice, which is dice equal to your lowest attribute rating. So you just look at the first column in the attribute and that tells you how many dice to roll.
Alright.
Took me a bit to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't really
But,
understand it
yeah,
either.
so-
But
So-
I think the
so-
answer is
It's
resolve.
one dice.
It's
So
one.
under resolve, right? There's 4
Yeah.
actions, right?
Yeah.
If you have any, you count up all the ones that you just have 1 dot in, at least 1 dot.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it's just 1.
For resolve, yes. Command, 1 pip.
Okay, and the other ones have more than 1.
Yes.
Okay, then yes, it's 1.
Cool. And so I roll 1 die, and there's no way to change that, correct?
Nope.
Yep.
That's fun. That's very fun. All right. 1d6 coming up. Shouldn't take long to cook. I rolled a 1.
Okay, so you just clear 1 stress.
That's all the stress I had, baby.
Perfect.
If you had rolled any more, you would've-
Anything more than that, you would have
Overindulged.
overindulged.
I kind of wish I
Perfect,
overindulged.
honestly.
That's hilarious. All right, what is your other?
I think
downtime
we,
action?
yeah, I think it quickly cuts to the after where the guy's just like
Yeah.
running away, scared, and like with his pants partly down.
No!
Where's-
I don't know, but it bothers me. All right.
What
Fair.
is your last downtime?
I think my last downtime action will be to acquire an asset, and specifically the sub choice I want is a service.
Okay, what are you looking for?
I want to go to my old buddy, a crooked cop, and just ask him if he knows anything about Mem. That was the name of the planet you gave me, right, Justin?
That is the name of the planet I gave you. Yes.
And if he
So you
doesn't
go to
have anything
Yazoo.
off- Yeah, I go to Yazoo, and if he doesn't have anything top of mind, the request for service would be essentially for him to send somebody he trusts to do a little bit of digging
on this
on who is on Mem.
Ramda
yeah.
scientist. Oh well, the Memish people are on Mem. It's I think almost like a Camino-esque world. There's a lot of
Yeah.
oceans and a lot of people that are like on these ports essentially throughout all of Mem.
Yeah, but I'm specifically asking about Ramdans on Mem.
Ramdan's on Mem. Yes, gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, so the service you're asking for is to see if Yazoo can hire someone to investigate a little bit more about other Ramdan on Mem.
Yes.
And to be clear, too, 160 said that Mem is where his clinic is. He didn't necessarily say that that's where.
My apologies. Where did he
Correct.
say that a group was, supposedly? You
that
still needed
is-
data on that.
Yeah, that is on the ice planet of. Where is it? The ice planet of Lithios.
Lithios is at least where he's from and where other Ramdans were that he left behind.
Correct.
So that was the most
yes.
promising lead to me. So,
Correct.
Sorry, Lithios.
Yep.
I would love to know if anyone can confirm that there are Ramdans there.
Perfect.
So I have been searching for my kind for too long.
Go ahead and roll crew quality and let me, which is 1. So just 1 dice and tell
Okay.
me what the highest is.
All right, the highest out of all of these 1 die is 2.
He goes, "Hey, Carlton, I gotta tell you, I got a guy. He's not very good though." And the door busts open, and this guy goes, "I heard somebody's looking for a private investigator. That's me. I'm the private investigator."
Graves leans into Yazoo. I don't want him.
He's
No.
he's all I got. If you want any,
That's-
look. I know.
I can
he's-
wait. I can
okay.
wait.
All right. Okay. He gets you information. I promise. He gets you something, and it'd be accurate. It'd be mostly accurate.
Yazoo. Only someone you trust with everything. Do you have anyone?
No, I can't. Not when you roll a 2 and you have a -1 to the quality of this person, which means that the private investigator has a quality of 0. So no, I can't. Nope, can't do it.
I don't know what that means, but Graves leaves.
I don't know what that means. And
should have asked him if he had a job first.
It's worth a shot.
As
You know?
you're leaving, yeah. I mean, you could still use it. You might get something.
Nope.
Okay, all right.
My character would not. Sorry.
All right, I understand.
It's a loss.
I understand.
Gotta call it a wash.
You, as you're walking out, you hear like, "Oh, so there's no job for me? All right, okay. I guess I'm going back to the space pizza parlor."
He belongs there. Pizza's not real food. He starts chewing a piece of metal as he walks.
You like rip it off of the wall. Havoc, give me your 2 downtime activities.
All right. Real quick, Nick, what was the project that Gears started?
He completed it.
Yeah, I completed it.
Yeah, he completed it.
It was essentially to figure out some way to deal with the nanites.
Okay. Cool.
I was essentially studying the nanites themselves.
Okay. Well, so you got that handled. That's fine. I think Havoc's
I do
just
not. Gears would tell you that, like, I need to learn the exact frequency that the Bornico Syndicate produce these at to be able to deal with them.
I think Havoc is just on his own time because he's equally as worried with what Yatu said. He's going to acquire an asset.
Okay.
I wanna.
What are you gonna acquire?
I'll go over to Allure, our keen-eared barkeep contact.
Yeah.
And ask him if he knows of any experienced doctor who might be able to help get rid of nanobots in someone's bloodstream.
Okay.
Without dismembering them.
Allure is another Xeno. He's your crew contact. You all are on good with him. What is the name of the bar, Havoc, that Allure owns?
It's called the Twisted Toenail.
The Twisted Toenail. Okay. Sure, that's what we want to go with.
You left it to Danny.
That's
That was your mistake. That was your mistake.
It was my bad.
We're honestly lucky.
It's one of the bars he
is.
owns. It's one of the bars he owns.
Oh, he's a bar magnet. All right.
He's a chain.
He's a
There's
chain
of bars.
A restaurateur.
There's also the Twisted Treehouse.
No. Okay. Thanks. Danny.
I will say that that Allure is a mem. He's a memish Xeno. They all have these. They're like blue skinned and multiple arms with like webbed hands, so that they swim really fast.
Ooh, they're like merfolk.
Kind of like merfolk. And you go in. He goes, "Oh, really? Epic. Sit down. What can I get you?"
Watto, is that you?
Oh, Annie.
Oh, actually, today I'd like to...
Now that voice is in my head. Now I'm gonna go even harder.
No,
it's fine. He's just our Watto. Moving on.
I'm actually looking for information, really, and you're quite the treasure trove of information. I have a friend of mine who's got a little problem in his veins. There's nanobots in there. We need them out. And I was just wondering if you know of any established medical professional who knows how to take nanobots out of one's body without having to cut them apart and kill them in the process.
He leans past you to look at the bar, and it's just a bunch of like day drunks and winos who are just like slumped over at their table, and he goes, "Well, yeah, maybe. Why don't you roll with crew quality, which is one
die.
Would I get +1 to the roll since am I technically getting help from a contact if I'm talking to Allure?
You just roll with your crew quality.
Because under downtime it says for any downtime roll, add +1 dice to the roll if you get help from a friend or contact.
Oh. Well, look at you reading the rules.
I read books.
That means Graves should have had 2.
Oh yeah.
That is a little hands off the chess piece situation.
Hands off the chess piece situation. That's because Danny reads the rules and Steve doesn't. Danny, go.
Oh, the turntables.
Steve
I'm
read
pretty sure Danny's never read anything.
Steve read Avatar Legends and Danny didn't, but Danny read Scum and Villainy and Steve didn't. So
I've only read some Scum and Villainy so far.
roll 2 dice.
The lore.
2 dice. 2 dice or not 2 dice? Am I right?
Roll the dice.
5 is the highest. 1.
Okay. Yeah, maybe. There might be slight dismembering. Not too
I can-
much. Not too much. Just slight dismembering.
All right. This will probably be a question for the doctor, but I'm just wondering what specific part will be dismembered. Some parts
I
that I
don't
need
know.
still on him.
He's the best doctor I know.
All right. Well, I can live with that. Yeah. Show me. Show
and-
me.
Yeah,
The doctor.
he passes you a note that has a hollow number and the name Dr.
If you don't give a frack. Yeah. Havoc will thank Allure, and as he's walking on the bar, give Frox a call. I don't know how much you want to go into it, but
You ask, what do you ask? You're asking him to try and take the nanobots out of gears?
yeah.
Okay.
I'll also ask if they can come to us.
Yeah, I think here is what it is because I want to get to your other downtime activity and end this episode. They tell you, Dr. Fox tells you that they can come to you. On the phone, he's like, he's like, no, I can get to you. I can get to you. And nanobots, that's gonna be a tricky one. I think I got some of the tools. I might need you to go get something for me, but we can make it work.
Whatever you need, I just want those out of him. As
I
soon as
understand.
possible,
Give
please.
me some time. I'm gonna do some inventory here, and I'll start. Where are you?
On Warren,
All right. Oh, okay. Well, I'm
just
wanted
off
on
of 21st and National.
I'm wanted on Warren. It was 20 years ago. I'm probably fine. It's fine. I'll meet you in Warren.
Awesome.
All right, beautiful. Thank you. And for Havoc's other downtime activity, he will go to the arcade and play a little spaceship game where you sit and you steer a spaceship, and he's gonna train.
Okay. Put that 1 XP in.
He's playing Initial D, but in space.
This is Galaga.
Yeah, and he's training. He's training his He's training. That's how he trains. It's like that new Gran Turismo movie that's coming out.
Where the kid
He learned how to fly from playing video games.
Very Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Add that 1 XP, and I think next episode we're gonna have to do crew advancement and playbook advancement, and then we'll have to figure out what job you're gonna choose next. But until then, have a wonderful night, everybody, or a day if you're listening to this in the morning, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
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 We're done.
All right.
20 minutes?
Okay. 20 minutes. Are we streaming this next show?
What crazy? What crazy people?
So crazy.
What crazy people?
Yeah.